So, I know it's been a couple weeks, but last you had finalized the deal for the casino, Brood, Krubs, Mojo Dojo Casa House, something. What did we actually call it? Brood, Krubs, iconic Mojo Dojo Casa House in Las Moonbright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys all drank. Yeah,
We
I
just
remember
drank.
that. Jamie outdrank like almost everybody.
Yes. And then
No, everybody.
you guys ended up at the bar.
The only reason I got put down is because the DM got sick of my bullshit.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's right, actually. Yeah, no, you're right. I went to bed.
Yeah. So
I rolled a 19 and DM was like, nope, go to bed.
It's
You're done.
time to leave Moonbright.
Quick question before we actually start, Mike.
sure.
So when I did my hit points, when I went to the management and I hit level 6, right?
Yeah.
It went up, gave me my plus 6 points of HP already, but then I still have to roll 1d8, right? So
Because you have +6 because of your Constitution modifier and being.
and I have another trait.
Whatever
I have 2
it is.
traits that give me a shit ton of Constitution, and then I got to roll. So I rolled my d8 and I got a 7,
Okay.
but I had to put that in the rolled HP,
Yes.
right?
You
Okay,
add that to the rolled HP thing.
Then we're all set. I got
With everything else, all other modifiers will be taken into account by D&D Beyond. You just roll and add it to that total, and then you get to re-roll ones because 1 HP is shit. So
And Nakama doesn't have a level, does he?
no,
Okay.
he does not because
Yeah, he's already
a dog.
He's a wolf.
He's a wolf. Correct. So, with that, you all arise tavern after a somewhat nice sleep for some of you. And as the drinking party members have made it down into the tavern somewhere between a half an hour and 45 minutes later, you find Demi and Hypes wide-eyed and ready to go, sitting down eating some breakfast.
Good morning.
Are we rolling for hangovers?
I could fit, dude. Sure.
You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have
I
said
feel
that.
like I slept
Constitution
under.
saving throw for everybody who is drinking. So that's
Hey,
Brood,
I
Fen.
have never drank before. I think it's only fair that she has the chance to be hungover. Okay.
Yep.
I think
I
it's
got
fair.
an
8. You are hungover. You suffer 1 point of exhaustion because you did not get a very good night's sleep.
15.
15. You're fine. Somehow it doesn't affect you. I don't know why, but it
I
doesn't.
was sitting in the water. I was hydrated. I'm a frog. I don't know.
Yes, apparently.
Hydrate or dihydrate, folks.
I mean, she does produce like poisonous like mucus on her skin, right? So it's probably
Yeah.
just smoking out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah.
BRB, Googling, can frogs get drunk? And if so, do they experience hangovers?
Yes. They do.
Science says no.
Somehow they don't. Okay, so as your party gathers for breakfast, if somebody wants to fork out 5 silver to cover the bill, anybody?
One is broke.
Yep.
I have no money.
Demi's gonna cover your guys' hangover breakfast.
Good morning, everybody.
You guys
Last
ready
night
to
was a
go?
Who was
movie.
hungover?
We have a destination.
Who was hungover?
Luke Dash. Luke Dash is hungover.
Just Luke Dash?
Yep.
Brood's not hungover?
It's not hungover.
Cool. Well, Luke Dash is my buddy anyway, so
I
I
can
like.
no longer hear you guys.
Well, that's not helpful.
Must be all that beer you had last night.
I like basically get right up in Luke Dash's face, and I'm like, "Hi, good morning." I'm really annoying about it. Fen is maybe
It's
not
very
hungover
silly,
because she
yeah.
might still be drunk.
So we're all having breakfast. Like, Luke Dash isn't here, but he knows the plan. Does anyone else want to object to where we want to go next? Does
Remind
everyone
me
know what the
where we
plan
were
was?
going. Remind me.
Hypes. Where are we headed again?
My guy just throws down a map. I'm like, bam! I throw down a map on the table and I roll out.
Where'd you get a
the
map from?
I thought we had maps.
You guys have just kind of known. Everybody has known how to get to the
I
next
don't have
town.
a doodle ring either. Okay.
You guys
Well,
don't
I
have
don't
a
do
map.
Sorry, I thought I had a map.
No,
thought-
you could go buy. You could go see if you could buy a map, but you guys don't just inherently have a map.
I probably have.
I look around to see if there's a map of the world near us.
I
Just
probably
like-
have
laying out.
I have parchment paper and an ink pen. Do you want to draw the map?
Yeah, let me see it.
Okay, here you go. I gave you a sheet and you borrowed my pen.
All right, Hypes.
Yeah.
You are going to draw the map.
I'm not gonna draw it because I mean, can I?
Would you like to try and draw the map?
Let me see something.
Does not sound good. That is not a good DM voice. That is a DM voice that says, "Do not draw the map."
Would you like to try and draw the map?
Question.
Sure.
Because I lived in the forest,
Yep.
I know my way around.
Yep.
Could I not, in theory, map out where we are currently and where we should head?
Are you trying to draw the map?
I am
Wait.
trying to draw a local area of the map.
Okay.
Wait.
I would like
Wait,
you.
wait.
Oh,
I missed all the shit that you guys were talking about. Fill me in real quick because I also have I forget what it's called, but I'm a wanderer, so I can recall anywhere that I've ever been.
Okay.
My man. Okay, I'm glad you're here.
Hypes.
I sit there. Hang on. I never said I was doing it yet.
You did say you were going to do it.
I said
You definitely said. And Brian's even throwing you under the bus. You said you were going to draw the map. I need you to roll a survival check or a history check. Probably a survival check, I would think. A survival check
what about nature?
with advantage. Because of Luke Dash being a wanderer, he's going to interject when you start screwing up to see if you can remember the general layout of where things are. 18? Okay. I also
Advantage is when I roll
twice
right?
and take the higher number, yes.
Yeah.
I also need you to roll a performance check
Oh, that's
or a sleight of hand check.
I'll take a sleight of hand.
Just to see if he doodles it.
4.
4.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
I'm so sorry, everybody. I didn't mean
no.
to.
That's with advantage?
Somebody
He
play
doesn't
back
get
the
advantage
tape,
on the
all right?
second one
I never
because-
said I am doing this. I felt like I was like I want to.
So, Hypes, while you remember where everything is, you unfortunately kind of draw like you're 5 because
I mean, that's what I do in real life.
Because you're just not, I mean, even though you have a doodle ring, you're not the greatest at drawing.
Did he get a doodle ring back?
No.
The map. So
Wait, when did he get the doodle ring
he
back?
did not get the
It's
doodle
not.
ring back. Are you just drawing the forest?
I was drawing a local area. Yes.
Of the forest.
Yes.
Okay, this is your map that you drew.
Oh my god.
everything's in the right spot, but it looks like a 4-year-old did it.
Any names?
Yep, you know that this is Wessex. I'm not going to type these out. You know that this is Orm, and then this is Moonbright.
Okay. Can you draw me a circle around Moonbright where we are? And I draw like that, and I draw an arrow just to the north, like pointing northwest.
This way.
Yeah. And I say, that's where we're heading.
Pick up my shit and go. Wait, we obviously know which way north is. All right.
Where are our horses?
Actually, good call. We got to go get our carriage. Fuck,
Yeah.
forgot about that thing. Yeah, we got to get our carriage.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody remembered because I forgot.
Yeah, good call. God, that would suck
Let's
if we
go
left
get
that thing, dude. We paid money for that. I think that was a tears like final goodbye. I think he bought that for us.
After he pooped all over it.
No, he got that and then he threatened the fuck out of those people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he extorted that wagon for sure. And then he dipped after he got dysentery.
We should leave it.
Okay, so you guys are setting sail, going to grab your horse and wagon and depart.
We're not sailing.
Where are you actually trying to go?
Well, we're going East Matlock.
Yeah.
Next nearest city, northwest.
East
About
Matlock.
a day and a half of travel.
Okay.
Wait, before you say anything, Mike, when I upgraded, I took what's it called? I took a beast sense or something like that, where I am now an elk or something like that. Like my spirit is an elk, which means we travel really fucking fast. Let me see if I can find it and read it off real
Whoa.
quick.
I'm looking at for it. Hold on.
That would be neat.
Blue Dash, are you growing horn?
I don't know if I have to
You
tune
touch
this
a
on my
willing
wrist.
beast. For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses. That's beast
So
sense.
this is aspect of the beast. It says you gain a magical benefit based on the totem animal of your choice.
Yep,
I
okay, and
chose
you pick the elk.
Yeah. Whether mounted or on
Okay.
foot, your travel pace is doubled, as is the travel pace
Yeah.
of up to 10 companions.
Yeah, okay, so you guys are able to travel very quickly now.
Sick.
We actually put an engine in the cart.
Basically. So instead of taking 2 days to get to Matlock, or a day and a half, you're going to be able to get there by this afternoon.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you go and grab your stuff from the stable master. Is there any last minute shopping anybody wants to do on the way out of town? Or any last minute things anybody wants to do before you leave Moonbright?
So
I can do a quick investigation check or perception check, see if there's anything interesting.
Like what? What are you looking for?
I don't know.
Half orc
I-
eye.
I don't know. You know what? Disregard that. No.
So you gather your shit and you depart Moonbright, leaving the tall wooded elf sanctuary behind, the moon tree visible as you begin to depart. You do notice, as you up and leave town, Nakama finally walking alongside you guys. I'm assuming, Hypes, you're riding him at this point.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's bigger than you
Kind
are.
of badass.
He's like a
dude.
horse. He's like a horse compared to you. As
Well,
you,
he's big in general, isn't he?
yeah, he's like a dire wolf now.
Yeah, because he's like up to Lube Dash like head, right?
He's like the Luke Dash's like best.
Damn.
Great
Big-
name.
Big dog. As you begin to depart, you take one final look. Hypes, you specifically take one final look back at the moon tree and the ray of moonlight coming down to it, and you notice almost there's a crowd forming at the edge of the city, at the edge of the city walls and the gate as you leave to watch you depart. And they just kind of watch you leave, and as you get out of eye shot, begin winding through the path up towards East Matlock. Once you no longer are able to see them, but you could definitely see that they were watching you the entire time you were leaving. And as you begin your journeys for the day, I need somebody to roll a d20, please.
Did you say clouds?
No.
I have my things right here.
What was following me?
Nothing was
1d20?
following you. 1d20, yes. The people of the city were watching you depart.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard you. That's why I was like clouds. I was like, fuck, did I fuck up? Okay.
Does it have to be the number on the very top? Can it be the one next to it?
So it has to be the number on the top.
8.
8. As you are continuing along the forest, what kind of pace are you going? Are you like rushing to get to East Matlock? Are you taking your time? How is the party traveling?
With the spirit of the elk.
Well, I'd say we're probably taking a leisurely, not a casually leisurely pace, but like a brisk walk.
Well, how can we do that if we're channeling the spirit of the elk? What do we look like when we're traveling?
Have you ever seen the moving sidewalks in the airport?
Oh yeah.
Kind of feels like that. Each step feels like a step and a half.
Right.
So as you begin your journey, you feel like you're getting hypes, as you would recall, towards the edge of the forest, and Ben, you would even be conscious of this area of the forest as you see the trees beginning to start to thin out a little bit. But you hear Lugdash specifically with your passive perception. You hear the sound of something in the trees just outside of eyeshot. You can hear them, but you cannot see them.
Ooh, don't like that.
Something. There's no specific.
You don't know what it is. You just hear, like how you're walking through the woods, you can hear like twigs breaking. But, like,
Hear
you look and
rustling.
you don't see anything. Yeah, rustling of some leaves. You hear it. It sounds like it's like a decent ways off the path, but you
Guys,
get
maybe it's
this,
another hippogriff.
you get this feeling that you are not alone.
I just imagine the carriage. All right, so I specifically hear this. No one else, or
Yes, you have the highest passive perception, and nobody was on the lookout specifically for anything.
What about my dog?
Question. Since earlier on when we were traversing through the forest, I thought I saw another grung. Is that something I could be passively on the lookout for?
Yes, but you would not have caught this with your passive perception because your passive perception sucks compared to Lugdash's.
Okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna grab the reins to the horse, I guess, and just imagine like a deer or I guess an elk out in the woods, right? That hears something and just everything comes to a halt, and I look over. I'll pull the reins and stop the carriage real quick. Hey, did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
I think there's something over there. Anyone want to check it out?
Can I like search with Nakama? I mean, obviously, I'm doing the searching.
Sure. What are you going to? What do
So
you mean you're going to search with Nakama?
So, can I like? I'm so sorry, Luke Dash. Did you get a direction?
There was a general direction. I didn't hear it. Somewhere in the woods.
Okay. If that's the case, I would like to advance a little further down our road, like maybe 50 feet.
On
And,
the
like,
horse.
on Nakama. And then I'd like to look around and see if I can sense anything or see anything.
Make a perception check to see if you notice anything.
Oh, this is gonna be a rough night. 7.
How's it look up there, Hypes?
You don't
I just stare up.
hear anything, see anything. You're looking around, but
Coast is clear.
I don't see anything.
don't see anything.
And
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hop off while he's doing that, and also investigate or perceive.
Okay, make a perception check.
am I able to start heading back to the carriage? Okay.
Make your perception check with disadvantage, Luke Dash, since Hypes is making noise now.
My bad.
Well, that didn't work. I rolled a nat 20, and then I also rolled an 11.
Bummer.
I thought nat 20s supersede that.
Not for disadvantage.
I tried.
You think you can gather a direction. I think it's off the path to your right. You swear it was, but there's just no pinpointing it with all the noise that Nakama's making.
Could I figure out approximately how far? Like, can I perceive the distance on that?
You would expect it. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's like around the next tree, but you feel like you should be able to see it.
Hey, Hypes. Anyone else want to poke their head this direction? I feel like there might be something this way. Maybe we can split the party here. Someone stay with the carriage, and let's just see what's going on.
Roll one.
Walk over to Luke Dash and see if, since I'm so much shorter than Luke Dash, if I can see anything else kind of underneath the brush.
There is brush in your way. It's worse for you to look.
Oh, darn. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna look.
You said where?
That direction.
I
think I've gathered a direction. I haven't actually.
Wherever Luke Dash pointed, that's where I'll go.
How are you going? Are you just walking out to see if you can?
Nakama and I are just walking to see if we can see anything or hear anything or whatever.
You get about
I'm the bait, boys.
40 feet off the path. You turn around and you can like see like the back corner of the carriage, but the rest of the party is like covered by trees. Like you would expect to still be able to like see them, but the forest was supposed to be thinning out, but
it's a trap.
But you turn around and you can see like the back corner of the wagon, but you can't see anybody else. There's just too many trees.
I call out.
As you call out, you turn around and catch an arrow getting stuck into the tree directly next to your head, missing you, but right there.
And it came from the carriage?
Did not. It came from the other direction.
Oops, sorry.
Wait, was I with him or were we separated?
He said he was going out. You pointed to him. I'm assuming he's out by himself.
Well, I assume that I'm like following him, maybe not that closely, but I am on my way. So
I would like to first off, my reaction is, oh my god. Sorry, that was but anyway, I go right back to see if I can get with the party.
Okay, so as you turn around and start heading back to the party, Luke Dash comes around a tree and sees you. What do you do, Luke Dash? What do you say to him, Hypes?
As I'm riding on Nakama, I say, "Take my hand, brother," and I go like this as well. So I reach out my hand. I'm scared. I'm distressed because that arrow. So like I'm freaking
Luke
out.
Dash doesn't know about the arrow. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to tell Luke Dash I am scared. Like I have a state of panic on my face. So I'm like, take my hand, brother. Brother, take my hand, brother.
All right, I take your hand. What happens?
As I grab his hand, I yank him up on, and Nakama is helping me as well. He like grabs his like pants and we throw him up on back. Nakama could carry him.
Feeling
You
good
don't think
about
so?
that?
You don't think so?
Okay, so you have grabbed Luke Dash and thrown him onto the back of Nakama.
I go. I guess if it's capable, I go.
I'm just trying to retreat back to the party.
Okay, you get what's Nakama's move speed?
He's 50 speed.
Okay, you get 25 feet because you've decided to throw Luke Dash on there.
And I said I was 50 feet out, but you said I only got about like how far?
You were 40
out?
feet out, so you're about 15 feet from the party when another arrow comes and strikes at your feet into the grass or into the brush and the leaves.
Do I see this
I
one?
noticed.
You
I
see the
noticed
arrow.
Nakama. I noticed Nakama is going slow now. And I go to Luke Dash. I'm like, hey, that's why we're running. And I hop off of Nakama, and I Luke Dash hop off as well.
Gonna say all right, knock him back.
No. I need you to hop off as well. Sorry.
All right, I hop off. Oh
So
my god, we're getting shot at. Everyone, watch out! Take cover.
So I'm telling Nakama telepathically. I'm like, buddy, go get the party.
You're
Wow.
15 feet from your friends. You can see them.
Oh, I can see them now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right next to them
I still
now.
tell Nakama to go get towards the carriage to everybody else. And I scream over to the party. I'm like, we're taking fire, brothers. We're taking fire.
Nothing, huh? They're all asleep apparently.
They don't give a shit, apparently.
Brothers,
I'm looking at my spells.
We're on fire.
we're taking fire, brother.
What do you
Brood,
mean?
Brood, are you hungover? Come on, get your shit together. We're getting shot at.
Okay,
I am just practicing on my loot. I'm not even in the pilot seat. I'm in the back of the wagon.
By the way, at this point, I'm like ducking from cover right now.
I hear them say that we're under fire, and I would like to cast Bless onto Hypes, Luke Dash, and probably Nakama as well, if I can do that.
Okay.
Since they're out there.
You guys are all blessed now.
And that is
Straight up.
Blessed.
One additional. Let's see.
You get like a D4 or D6 to roll.
Yeah.
Next
Oh,
10
one
minutes,
one
right?
additional creature for each slot level. So I would also get Demi and Brood in there as well. So everybody's blessed.
Okay, are you casting it at what, 3rd level now?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody's blessed except for you, Finn.
Yep, that's fine.
Do we?
What are you guys doing once Hypes comes back and says we're under fire and you get this blessing from Ben?
I get up and go to the pilot seat to start the carriage, and I say, "Get in."
Start the carriage like it's a car.
He ran a horse's ass.
Can I also cast spiritual weapon and cast a bow and arrow?
Sure.
Holy hell! We have a mounted turret bow and arrow now.
Well, it's not ranged, but you can cast a bow and arrow. It can look like a bow and arrow, but it is a melee weapon.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, then I'm not gonna do that.
That's bow and arrow. Just walk up to something and just whack.
All right. Yeah, Bird, get us the hell out of here. I'm not interested in investigating someone shooting at us. If anyone else wants to.
As you begin to depart,
Can I renege my spiritual weapon if it's not a bow and arrow,
yeah,
please?
you can pull it back. I figured you didn't want the spiritual weapon once you realized it was a melee weapon.
No, I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay. Lugdash jumps into the cart. Hypes hops back on Nakama to ride. You've gotten off. Do you hop in the cart? How are you getting away?
Oh, we're all skedaddling.
Sounds like the rest of your party is leaving. Are you leaving with
Well,
them?
then I hop on Nakama and ride with the clan brothers.
Okay, great.
Who is shooting at you guys?
So you guys take off,
We didn't.
and you can't quite
What's her friend's question?
tell. Does anybody speak Elvish or Sylvan?
Yes,
speak Elvish.
I do.
I'm an elf.
I think I do as well.
I don't know what I speak.
Wait.
Okay, let me rephrase this. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
I think I do. Yes.
Sylvan?
Sylvan.
I thought. Wait.
Where would that be? Features?
Languages.
Yes, I do speak Sylvan.
Okay,
No,
Fen,
no.
you understand what everybody else hears as nonsense, like you very clearly understand as intruders in the forest, in a tone that you don't quite recognize. You understand the language, you understand what was said, but you don't know the tone or the dialect.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like Sylvan that you're used to hearing.
Can I shout out in Sylvan? Wait.
You can, but your party doesn't understand that, and you're tearing off at a fleeing pace.
Wait, I hear that from my party?
No, you hear
From
that
the
coming
what?
from the forest.
Okay. Then I would like to say to the party, wait, hang on. And I like frantically grapple at whoever has the reins to try to get them to stop for a second.
You stop, Brood.
Yes.
Okay. The wagon has stopped.
Mhm.
You hear that
Can
same call, intruders in the forest.
Can I speak back and say,
What are you doing? We're getting shot at.
Can I speak back in Sylvan and say, we're not intruders, we are friends?
Listen.
Before you do that, I need everybody to roll a d20.
Oh,
Oops.
No modifiers, just roll a
fuck,
d20.
fuck. No.
Oh no!
I also got a
And-
2.
My roll sucked tonight. Fuck.
It's a good song.
Got a 3.
Brandon, that should be the theme song of the I was gonna say the podcast, but this is, I mean, it could be a podcast.
Basically podcasting at this point. 3 for Luke Dash. Does anybody? Demi, you got a 2. Does anybody got a 1? Ben has a 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, rollies. You two roll off.
Oh. Roll off. Kind of like roll out.
Yeah,
But
Ben.
roll off.
Rollies. Roll another d20.
Oh.
Go. Oh, fuck. These all suck.
Another 2!
Oh, I got a 6 this time.
Fen, fittingly, as you're the one yelling,
Dang.
telling your party to stop, you go up and grab the reins. As you grab the reins and turn back and begin to yell, what?
That we're not intruders, we're friends.
An arrow comes flying through the air and you are unable to dodge it, striking you in the leg,
Uh-oh.
and you take 5 points of piercing damage.
What the hell just happened?
Uh-oh. Fen, are you okay?
Somebody out there who's the forest thinks that we're intruders, so we should leave. They didn't want to hear what I had to say.
I keep riding.
You begin leaving again. Okay.
How do types of damage in D&D Beyond?
You're not resistant to piercing damage. You just take damage.
Oh, got it.
So, like, Lou Dash is resistant to piercing damage, right?
Got it.
So you
I say, "Oh shit," and I
and
keep
you
going.
guys start
as soon
taking
as
off
she-
again. Okay. Another arrow comes flying in, striking you again, Ben, because you were the one who yelled. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Eesh.
The arm.
Crazy
Yes.
good shot.
Can I, after wincing in pain, flatten myself on the floor of the carriage to make myself a harder target, please?
Absolutely, you can. So the party continues to ride out. You try and make no more contact, and you are riding at a fleeing pace, correct?
Correct.
Okay. The woods begin to thin out. No more arrows come flying your way. And after about half hour to an hour's long, heavy, hard riding, you finally come to the edge of the forest, which is defined as this like abrupt. The trees begin to thin out, but then there's an abrupt end to it. And the second you exit the trees, the sky opens up, the sun is shining, it's midday, and it's gorgeous out. And you are continuing along the path to East Matlock, correct? So
Yes.
as you guys are riding,
Give me some Rohan vibes.
as you guys are riding the rolling hills around you, you see plains and fields. There's a couple farms out. It's very open. And as you begin descending into out of the highlands, quote unquote, that are, the forest, you see this small town in the center of this beautiful meadow, and you descend upon what is East Matlock. Hold on 1 second, please. Pausing. We are holding, we are checking.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna turn to Hypes and ask him, Hypes, do you know who speaks Sylvan in the forest? Because whoever was shooting at us, they spoke Sylvan, but it didn't sound like any Sylvan that I know of. It was really weird, and I tried to get them I tried to talk to them, and they weren't. I don't know if they didn't understand me or if they.
Maybe we can find someone in town who knows more about languages. Is there a library or something?
I would also like to do a history check to see if I remember or know anything.
A history
before.
what?
A history check.
Make a history check, please.
Sorry. Now I understand.
God, is that?
Oh, it was so close to a fucking nat 20, but then it just had to slightly roll back to a fucking 8.
So I have a 10.
Yeah.
So growing up in the forest, you don't speak Sylvan yourself.
Just Elvish.
So you wouldn't know of you. I mean, you were kind of an outcast from the elvish towns anyway, being a dwarf in an elvish world.
Yeah, but wasn't I like kind of nomadic through the lands?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't speak Sylvan, so you don't know. You can't tell the difference between Orcish and Sylvan. It's just a foreign language to you, right? Like, could you be able to tell the difference between Spanish and Italian and French, right? Like,
I mean,
but
tomato,
like,
tomato.
right? You don't understand it regardless. So there are other languages spoken in the forest that you are unaware of, but you aren't sure exactly what is Sylvan. And even though you've met a bunch of different creatures, and peoples in your travels throughout the forest, you don't know specifically what would have spoken Sylvan, because you don't know exactly what is Sylvan, other than just a language that you heard your friend talking.
I respond to Fen saying, "I'm sorry. I'll have to ask Sahinanane when I get a chance."
So as you,
I know everything about the people in the woods.
No, nada.
no, nada. So as you begin descending upon East Matlock, you see this beautiful, charming little town, and you begin walking. The path, the dirt road path that you were on that leads from the forest begins to like start turning into like a cobblestone, worn down path. And there's no like town walls. It's just a beautiful little quaint town in the middle of this beautiful field. In the middle, though, there is one giant ancient oak tree that is just blooming. And as you get towards the center of town, because it's just out of, it's not very large, but there's this stone fountain in the middle. There's water trickling gently. There's it's very old timey farm looking, wooden homes with like straw kind of thatch roofs.
Correct.
Looking very modest, the best way to describe it. I don't know if any of you would have entered this town on your travels previously, so this is a very foreign town to a lot of you. So as you walk in, is there anything specifically you're looking for in this town that would help guide your adventures inside of it?
Is there someone who knows about languages, like a librarian or something?
I would also like to find maybe a apothecary or a inn or somewhere where I can sit and rest and nurse my wounds a little bit.
So as you get to this town square, it's very like think of like very old towns, right? Where they're not, grid style. It's the town center, and everything core to the town is immediately circled around that, and then the houses are built up around that, kind of like as an inner ring and an outer ring, if you will. Um, as you get into the inner ring, you pass a couple rows of rings of houses. As you get towards this inner ring where the town square is, and it's this giant open plaza. In that plaza, you can see a couple like market stalls are off center, kind of around this stone fountain in the middle and this giant oak tree. And you can kind of see all of the commercial offerings that this town has. So there's a tavern, an inn, uh, seated off to your left. There's one like temple church area directly in front of you. The mark.
Can I tell what deity it is that the church worships or the temple worships?
They worship. I gotta grab my deity list because I gotta remember what one it is. They worship Moradin here. You would be able to recognize her symbols.
Okay.
So it is not a Raven Queen temple, unfortunately.
I figured.
So then there's a couple market stalls. There's a blacksmith here. You do rude see what appears to be like a schoolhouse almost looking building. And then there is a single larger tower building that you would expect to be some kind of like guard tower, watchtower. Kind of on the outskirts of this central ring.
Let's go check it out.
You checking out the schoolhouse?
Are there people around?
Yeah, it's a very for a small town. There is an extraordinary amount of people here.
I vote to check out the schoolhouse because I want to know what those, if they know about more about the people in the woods.
Okay. As Rude, you head off towards the schoolhouse. I don't know if anybody's joining you or not.
Yeah, I'll join, but on the way I want to see just if I recognize any orc or half orc, anyone that I guess looking for any white fang tattoos or anything
brothers.
like that. My brothers.
His brothers.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check as you are walking.
Sure.
I'm glad I can make myself laugh.
Phone perception. Solid 5.
Nope. You don't see shit. You think
Right.
you see a wild fang tattoo, but it's on this tiny little like human kid, and then you realize that he just has dirt on him. It's not.
Hold on, Brood.
I got a rock.
Never mind. Never mind.
So Brood, as you walk up to the schoolhouse, what do you do?
Look for someone there. I walk in the front door until I see someone.
Okay, so you walk up to the schoolhouse, open the front door, take a step inside, and you see 20 kids sitting at desks looking up at a piece of parchment that a teacher is currently instructing on.
Is it a one-room schoolhouse?
It is.
Oh, excuse me.
The teacher turns around. It's this very old human woman with just like this like long white grayed hair, and she's got these big old like glasses that make her eyes pop, and she's dressed in like peasant's clothes, the best way to describe it. She looks up at you. Yes. You're interrupting my lesson. Can I help you? We're trying to learn about
Do
geography.
you know if there's a library or any books about the area nearby?
Well, this is the schoolhouse. These are books. She turns around and points, and there are 5 books.
Okay. Thank you. And I just quietly walk over to the books, expecting her to continue on with her lesson.
All of the kids have stopped and are staring at you. She is staring at you, and you go
I
look.
walk in with him.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna read these really quick.
You go and look at the books.
I take all the books to the wagon.
No, you can't just take those books.
I'll bring them back.
Those are for the children.
No,
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you very politely to leave. You are interrupting a lesson, and these children need to learn how to read.
can I see what the books say? What are the books?
If you look at the first book, and it's like Hop on Pop.
Can I
walk in
can I
and
attempt
go over to
to
Brood.
pocket one book?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Is this at disadvantage because there's 21 people looking at him?
No.
Speaking of 21, 18 plus 3.
Oh, wow.
21.
So you try and pocket a book, right?
Specifically, Hop on Pop.
Try and pocket Hop on Pop. As you begin putting the other books away, do you just like putting them away and leaving? How are you trying to steal this?
Yes, I put, I like kind of like how like in card tricks, let me demonstrate here. These PlayStation 2 games. I'm like, okay, I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, Yeah, no, I see that you have the fourth one.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, see, it
fooled
sounds
me.
slick.
Nah, you're so good. Yeah, you did it off camera. So you
I'm
go
pretty
put him
slick.
away, and you think that you're getting away with it, and you get about 3/4 of the way out, and she's like, excuse me, can you give us our last book back? We only have 5 books.
And then I pretend like it fell out of the ground. I go, oh, there it is. I found it. And then I go put it back, and then I leave.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't go to the schoolhouse, guys.
As you leave the schoolhouse, you hear her beginning to lecture her students again on what they were learning. Sounds like
Are there
she's teaching-
windows?
Yeah, there's windows.
Rude, did you learn anything?
Yeah. When that lady, that school sucks is for nerds.
Nice.
So, where else you
Oh,
trying to go?
okay.
What else you trying to do? You fucking walk in on a bunch of kids learning how to read. Well, that's it. We'll pick it up next week.
What time is it?
It's like midday.
Jeez.
Sun shining. It's gorgeous out. Blue skies. It's nice and warm. Get a nice breeze coming off from the ocean.
I would like to find somewhere where I can just sit and tend to my wounds a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go find a doctor for Fen.
I don't need a doctor. I just need an inn to have a quick short rest or something.
So the Golden Sheaf Inn is standing there.
That sounds gross. I don't like that.
Okay.
Oh, we could
well,
go to another drinking game.
you decide to instead go lay
Like
down in the
arcade.
blacksmith forge, I guess.
Hey, I didn't say that I wasn't gonna go there.
You know,
I just said that
there's
sounds
water
gross.
there. You can go lay in.
No, let's go to the Golden Sheath and risk getting pissed on.
That's what I'm talking about. They give
So
you the R. Kelly shower special. Yes, brother.
there's it's this cozy 2-story inn with
Wait, show him your shirt.
the walls.
Look at her shirt. It's ADHD Autumn.
Dude, I vibe with that heavy.
That's awesome.
Good Brandon, he's in a Bucky's onesie.
Oh, has she not? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see the
Oh,
full
yeah, it's got
fit.
a freaking tail.
He's got a
too.
tail. This guy's out here in a full mascot. Full
In case you haven't
mascot
heard,
uniform.
Brandon showed up to my house in that while I had company in town.
Didn't know. He didn't let me know. I didn't know there was company. So I come walking down Corey's like driveway, right? Or like the walkway. And I'm on top where the garage is, right? And I'm walking down like this because I was like, they're gonna laugh at this. All of a sudden I see Corey's friend walking my way holding something. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I'm like, great. You know, I'm like just smiling in my head. I'm like, of course this would happen. So I'm like, hey. And he goes, hey. I'm like, didn't know there'd be company here. And so we both laughed. And then I'm walking closer to the house, right? I'm going down the steps a little bit. I think I'm seeing Emily. Nope. That's another one of the friends. So I'm looking, thinking it's Emily, and I'm literally walking down. I'm like this. You know, I'm just doing the dumbest shit. I literally did a heel click, and she literally looked at me and then walked away. And then Corey comes walking in, and he's... At that point, I was like, is that not Emily? So then I come walking in, and I see it's not Emily. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, 2 for 2, dude. Like, it was a double whammy. It was good.
Buddy.
Dude, I love it. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, I dude, it's my first onesie. I love it.
They're great. I got a Mandalorian onesie. It's amazing.
Yeah, my sister has a Star Trek one. And I'm like, I just want to get more now.
Yep.
Squirrel onesie.
That's all I want. They're too comfy.
So you go to the Golden Sheep. This cozy 2-story inn. It's got ivy covered walls, so there's ivy growing up the sides. And as you go inside, the interior is just warm, welcoming. It's got this beautiful large fireplace and this real like handcrafted rustic looking wooden furniture. And it's midday. There's a bunch of patrons in here. What are you looking to do in here, Fen?
I would like to just take a seat. Can we? How long is a short rest again?
An hour.
Can we take a short rest and just order like a drink or a snack? Because we've also been traveling for a while.
Sure. As you guys sit down, this plump and cheerful woman comes over with this very like short bobby kind of haircut. It's blonde with like kind of like she dyed it and then like let it go, so like her roots are like half grown out. And you see as you take a look around and scan the rest of like the staff here, they all kind of look like her. You think that there's probably a good chance that like it's run by this lady and then her family. And this lady walks up. Hello, my name is Mabel. How are you today?
I'm hurt. I have an arrow in my knee and my shoulder. Can I get a cup of tea and a snack? It's maybe some bread.
Sure, I've got a beautiful stew that would go great with that arrow in your knee. And let me go make some tea for you real quick. I'll be right back. You guys make yourselves at home. If there's anything else you need, just let me know, okay? Turns around and walks away. Comes back a couple minutes later with a bowl of stew for everybody and a beautiful cup of tea in this ornate porcelain handcrafted mug for you. So you guys sit and eat your stew and hang out.
Question.
Sure.
Is this like a nice inn? Is this kind of like a bar vibe? Like are
Yeah.
people?
Are there chicks?
Well,
Okay.
I was asking mainly if there was like anyone playing like
Right.
maybe some cards. I got like 1 gold left. Kind of want to try and maybe make it 2. You know what I'm
Think
saying?
of like Cracker Barrel if you upped the class but kept everything else the same.
A DM.
Can I ask the waitress about the creatures in the woods?
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah, Brood. What were you gonna ask me? Real quick, hold on, Ben.
Would you say the overall intelligence and awareness? How would you say the overall intelligence and awareness level of the guests in this area in this restaurant are? Or whatever it's called.
A perception check to see how much smarter you are than everybody else.
7. Wait, perception plus 3, 10.
I mean, they have one schoolhouse. Could infer that that's probably the highest level of education that they're going to get around here. It's a very small town, but it's very.
Could I quickly scan the crowd for things that would be easily pickpocketable?
Sure.
If anyone has any things of jewelry, maybe, or anything in a bag that's sticking out that they're not looking at.
So using that same perception check to see if everybody's stupid.
Yeah, I kind of.
You gather they're probably not the brightest crayons in the box, but you also gather they're probably not the richest people in the world either.
Okay. Continue, Fen.
Sorry, there's fireworks outside, and now my dog's freaking out. Yeah. Okay. Come here. Yeah, come on up. Okay. That's not helpful. Thank you. Babies. Stop. She's gonna say, do you know anything about the wildlife or any races that live in the woods nearby?
Oh yes, the elves are in the woods. I mean, they run the woods now.
What kind of elves? Like the Moonbright elves?
Yes. Yeah.
Who run the woods? Elves. Who run the woods?
Stop, Trip. Stop. Not helpful.
Brandon, roll a d20 for me. I'm just kidding.
Nakama's dead.
Nakaba's dead.
Again.
It was another journey.
Again, Nakaba's dead.
Sorry, it just started playing in my mind.
It's okay.
Can I? Do I know if elves speak Sylvan, or can I compare the dialect that I heard to the voices I heard in Moonbright to see if it sounds like it might be familiar?
Sure. Your understanding of the Sylvan language is that it's not. The elves have their own. The elves have their own language. You know that the Sylvan language, having been in the forest and part of the Grung, is more reserved for the. Seeing as how you can speak it, you know it's more reserved for the mystical creatures of the woods, and not specifically for the population that inhabits them.
Come here. Stop. Now you're just being annoying. Stop. Sorry. It's like having toddlers, I swear to God. Do you know any other like creatures that live in the woods other than the elves?
Oh, there's all sorts that live in the woods.
Do you know any that can use weapons like archery?
Good fucking question.
Can trees shoot arrows?
I mean, trees are made of arrows. Yes.
Do you have problems with people getting attacked in the woods by something that's not elves?
Little Jimmy Johnson got attacked by a bear the other day.
Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy Johnson got attacked by a bear.
Right.
What's he doing here?
You know, he was running a race.
But can they use
right, didn't he?
Do the bears here use weapons?
Do you consider arms as weapons? Their bear arms?
No, I hate it. No.
I mean, the bears bear arms. They bear arms, okay?
I quit.
I hate myself. I'm sorry.
Roll a d20.
You should be ashamed.
I am.
But you don't know any like any other creatures in the woods that live out there with the elves?
I mean, it's like a day and a half, 2 days to get to the edge of the forest. We're just country folk trying to, make a living, eke by, tend to ourselves, and keep the family safe. No, I don't know any weapon. We're very peaceful here. We don't have any weapons.
DM?
Hey.
Can I do another perception check really quick on the crowd? Any babes?
Sure.
But like Brood Crew standard, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Meaning like anybody that walks or breathes?
3. 6.
Every single one
Plus
of them's a babe.
Okay, I must not be able to perceive them right.
Every single one of them is a babe. In fact, you look over at the table next to you, and this you see sitting across from this like dirty like straw hat, overalls, definitely farmer looking dude. Back to you, this long, flowing, beautiful blonde hair, this real petite figure.
He's looking like a babe.
Sitting there talking to him. And then they turn around and look at you, and you're like, ooh, how are you doing? And then they fully turn around, and they turn around with a full beard, and they smile at you and give you a wink. And then when they smile, there are 4 teeth.
Okay, I sit back down and I start playing with my
Sounds
lute.
like a brood crude kind of babe.
I'm disgusted to be by such unkempt people.
I thought you were looking for babes.
You were looking for babes. You found a babe. Turned out it was a dude, but
Right.
you found a babe.
As I remember, the brood crude I know likes them chained.
that's a
Chained to a
different brood
wall.
group, sir.
Oh, yeah,
This
sorry,
brood
different.
crude is a new man.
That's a brood from a different universe.
Crossing the streams here.
Is a new man.
All right, so you guys have sat down. You've eaten. You get a short rest. Fen, so you can heal if you want here.
I would like to heal. Yes.
And is there anywhere else or anything else you guys would like to do while you are sitting in the inn, the Golden Chief Inn, inside of East Matlock?
Hang on. So I get.
What time is it?
Day.
It
Can
is
I,
10:42.
Can I
PM?
start playing music?
10:42 p.m. Yes.
Can I
Have
start
a-
playing music for the bar?
Sure.
I'm asking
And
Imogen.
Well, specify that. Bro, it was midday.
You were
the
like
mid- hold on,
10:42. I look at the clock right fucking in front of me.
That's why I
So,
was.
like, why would I ask for the
That's
time?
literally why I said
You
it
know
the
what I
way I
mean?
said
And he
it.
goes 10:42. I look at the time. I go, huh? Wait, there
Um,
might be a little bit of miscommunication there.
You're all right, honey.
I would like to
You're okay.
perform with my lute. Can I ask the waitress, I guess? Hey, can I play a few songs?
She's busy, but you get up and do it anyway. Roll a performance check. It is
And I
pipes
would like
for the
to.
third time, midday.
Gotcha.
Hey, Demi, can I borrow that pen and paper too if you have any extra?
Yes.
I'd also like to just make a sign in front of my loot case that says, or like a little bag that says tips,
Okay.
and just have that in front of my performance. Okay.
Question: we didn't buy a room or anything for this place yet, right?
Oh, it is lunchtime, and you have ordered lunch.
Did we already eat? I don't think
Yes.
so. Oh, we did.
Yes.
Okay.
You got stew.
I am going to leave, and I would like to look around the city and see what is available. So I'm going to walk around and see what my options are before I choose.
I rolled a 10, so
10.
I'm playing like Jack Johnson.
Not in this part of town. You're not. You're playing like. James Taylor. Some of the crowd's into it. Most of the crowd's not. You get 11 copper in your tip jar after a couple of songs. So
Okay.
1 silver, 1 copper.
Money's money.
Okay, hype. So you have dipped out while Rude was starting to play, right? Okay. In the town center, there is a temple. There's like a market where there's a couple stalls set up in the middle of the town. There's a blacksmith forge, a schoolhouse, and then like this watchtower that overlooks the city.
I would like to go to that watchtower.
Okay. What? Describe you walking up to the base of this watchtower with 2 guards standing in front of it.
Okay, I'm already there. I was gonna say. Okay, so I'm already there. You said there's 2 guards.
Yeah.
I would like to ask if I'm able to go up.
No.
I ask, is this like a police thing or is this like a military base?
No.
I say, where can I get more information?
No.
I go ahead and head back to the bar.
Ask him what his name is.
You just head back to the inn, huh?
Yeah.
I
I'm
want
gonna
to check
go-
out this
the old-
watchtower. No.
No,
Okay.
So my plan is now
Have a
since
good day.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go head back to see if anyone's outside of the inn to see if they want to go see the stalls at the market.
Okay. Is anybody else hanging? Excuse me. Hanging out inside of the inn as Brood is playing. He's gonna hang out
performing.
inside and listen to Brood.
Not-
What was that?
I'm not
Brood, are you
playing.
done playing yet?
I'm performing.
He's
doing
got
a full
like a
set.
45-minute to an hour and a half set coming up.
I also leave.
I know. Brood will remember that.
Fen, did you
Hey,
dip?
I'm writing that down, Luke Dash.
Alright, so
That's
Fen-
going in the notes.
Fen and Demir. So Hypes, you come back to the inn and you see Luke Dash standing outside, just kicking dirt. Nobody else.
Like, hey, Luke Dash. Yeah, you want to go see the stalls and not waste our time?
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a good idea, but Brood was a little off tonight, so I'm
He
gonna
didn't
go.
play Freebird like I asked, so
Right,
I'm
yeah,
out.
it was some weird stuff tonight. I don't know if he wrote some stuff while we were on the wagon or what, but
I heard he's probably one of Drake's AI ghostwriters.
I don't know what that means because I'm not into that scene. But all right,
Yeah, it's culture.
yeah. What you want to go check out the blacksmith?
You want to go to the blacksmith first? You want to see the markets after?
What I mean, I figured the blacksmith was at the market, but yeah, let's do whatever.
Is that near the market?
It's everything is in this central area. Yes, it's a 30-second
not-
walk from one side to the other. It's not very.
I just
big.
want you to know, as
Okay.
soon as they walk out, I start playing Freebird.
I
Roll a
didn't.
performance
I
check
was
for
already
Freebird,
gone.
specifically
already
for
gone.
Freebird.
Right after they leave, I start playing Freebird.
I was
heard him
already
say
gone.
it.
Though. So when
'Cause
did
I
you
heard
start
him
playing
say it.
Freebird? Was it
I
when
heard him
I
say
left,
it.
or
You
was
didn't
it
hear
when
him say it, but I will let you start playing Freebird, and I will give you a performance check on Freebird.
He didn't hear me say
Wow, I rolled a
any
18.
of this shit outside though.
Rolled an
Well,
18.
I mean, I
So
rolled
he's
a
just
15
saying
plus
this in spite.
8, 15 plus 8, 23. I killed
Guys, killing
Freebird.
it.
So, you gather a couple more people, and a couple more people throw some money into your till as you're playing Freebird. Seems like they love Freebird. You get
Who doesn't? Freebird.
43 additional copper pieces.
Let's go.
So Hypes and Luke Dash, Demi and Fen are
Okay.
sitting down and enjoying this concert.
I'm playing CCR next. I know.
Uh,
I'm starting to learn the crowd.
and you guys want to go to the blacksmith first or the market first?
Yeah, we'll go to blacksmith.
Blacksmith. Okay.
30-second walks.
Yeah, it's so there you see two blacksmiths in there hammering away, forging some tools. There's this real burly man with this real gruff exterior. He's got one of those like blacksmith leather aprons on, covered in black. As he opens his eyes, and his eyes are white, and like his face and entire body is just covered in soot. Hammering away, and he looks up. And he's like, "Hey, what can I help you with?" Bing.
No.
Bing.
No.
Bing. He's still working.
Sit. Sit.
Yeah.
Lay down.
What do you do here? Do you sell anything? Do you have any tools or not tools? Do you have any weapons that you sell? Armor? Anything like that?
I mean, I can make a sword if you ask for it.
You got nothing for me, huh?
He takes the tongs, and what he was working on is very clearly a horseshoe. And he dunks it and punches it. He's like, "Look, I am the sole blacksmith for an entire town of farmers. You think I got time to just make weapons whenever I want? You commission something, I'll make it for you."
That's fair. Who I noticed a bunch of nice furniture and stuff in this town. Who makes all the nice stuff?
Uh, that would be Old Man Fergus. He's a
Fergus.
He's a whittler. Likes to whittle. Crazy
All
old
right,
pig.
well, crazy Woodler. Got it. All right, well, you enjoy your blacksmithing. We'll go somewhere else.
I mean, do you want? I got like sickles and pitchforks and hoes and stuff. Like, probably make a plow by the end of the day. What are you looking for?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. And I leave.
Hey, hold on. That's a nice sword you got there.
Sword?
Sword. Yeah, that's a nice sword you have there, Luke Dash, who is carrying a humongous sword.
Yeah.
I thought you
what
were
do
just
you like?
talking about
What do you
me.
like about my sword?
I haven't seen craftsmanship like that in a long time. Where do you get that?
What? Gosh, what kind of guy is this? What race is he?
What
He's a human, but he's think like have you seen Luca?
Yeah, the cartoon movie Luca thing?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Julia's dad, you know, big
That,
old dude.
that's for people who have
He's only
kids
got
right
one
there.
arm, but imagine that size of you can't picture it, can you?
I'm having a hard time with it. Big
What's
dude, one
Wesley watching
arm.
instruction videos?
Oh, not that one.
Bob the Builder, damn it.
This guy. Right? Big old dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, this
Yeah.
guy's got two arms, but yeah. Big old dude. Looks kind of like this if he was Italian,
All right.
but he's not Italian. But yeah, he's a human covered in soot, big old hunkin' human being.
Yeah, I just got this sword. This is the sword of my. Damn it. This is the sword of the Wild Fang, and I just got it. What do you like so much about it?
What? Wildfang, you said?
Yeah.
Huh. Thought you guys died out.
You and me both.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice sword.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can I have it?
He's gonna negotiate
How
with me.
much?
I'll commission you a sword. I'll reforge that for you. How's that sound? Think of it as like a little pet treat for me.
You would you're talking about you want to work on it?
I want it, and I'm gonna make it into something else.
What do you got in mind?
Well, right now you got this beautiful elven steel sword. And I think we could do something cooler with it. What if we made it into, work with me here, 6 daggers? Or a hoe? Just kidding, man. Of course I'm gonna make a bigger, better sword.
Yeah, that sounds like a risk though.
A
Yeah.
little blacksmith in a small village who has no experience making weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm all right, man.
Ask his background.
Take his
Yeah,
sword.
what
You're
I
probably
guess
bigger than
what
Well,
kind of
wait, I'm
experience
right
do you
here.
have?
What am I saying? I'm like, sir, what's your background?
I've been forging tools since I was born. You know, I've always been stuck in Matlock here, but you know, sometimes when Dean needs some help with something, his blacksmiths aren't quite up to par, they come out to me to do.
Can you show me one of your weapons that you have made? And if you don't have one, can you make one?
He points over to the watchtower. He says, "You see everything that those guys have over there? Everything that's been forged and made of metal in this town, I have done."
Pipes, did you see anything special when you talked to those guys?
No.
Wait, was that just what they told you or what?
No.
They're kind of pricks over there. I agree.
Yeah, I didn't hear much. Speaking of those guys, though, that you crafted that armor for, what's up with that watchtower?
There's some less than above the table things going on that you're not allowed to talk about, and if I say any more, I will have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to not be beat up.
Are they like the police around here?
We believe in a family community here. We don't really have police.
It's a cult.
Okay. I was like, say less, brother. And
Exactly
then
what Cole
I
said.
go back over to Luke. I look at Luke Dash like, take it from here, brother. I give him that sign. I'm like, your turn.
Hey, can you do anything with this dagger so I can see what you're capable of before I hand you my family heirloom?
I mean, you didn't tell me it's a family heirloom. You said it was the sword of your clan that you thought was dead. So
I mean, you
seems like
said
you're
you could
being kind of
upgrade it.
untrusting of my skills here.
You're right. I don't know who you are or what you do. So,
I'm
yeah,
a
unless you can
blacksmith. My name's
convince me.
Gregor. I am the blacksmith. And
All right.
you are, sir.
You can't tell me what you can do, so I leave. I'm out.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hypes, you coming?
I follow.
So you leave the blacksmith. Hi, or Brood. What is the next song you are playing as your 15-minute Freebird session ends?
I
Pretty
start.
sure there's an encore that follows that.
Yeah, there usually is. I play All Summer Long by Kid Rock.
Roll another performance check.
Can we hear it?
I also hate that song. I want to give you disadvantage, but it fits the theme of the
16.
people.
No,
16.
they love it. Trust me, they love that song.
They eat it up. You make an additional 6 copper.
I could tell they voted with their money. They must have loved it, huh?
There's people up and dancing, and they love the song.
Dance Kid Rock. Oh boy.
But you think that they might like be at the end of like how much money they have. You don't feel like you've gotten anything.
Bastards.
Okay. So while Ben and Demi, you guys are still watching the concert?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm watching it. I'm sitting there having a drink and relaxing. Brood happens to be there singing.
I'm listening to Brood, but I'm people watching.
Okay. It is very good people watching. It is like people watching down in the South. To give you a mental picture of what's going on. There's like
I'm very entertained.
Yes, 90-year-old couples in overalls looking like they just got done working the farm in the morning. Out there did like swing dancing, Kid Rock, and yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so Luke Dash, you and Hypes are going to the market now, right?
Yeah, Hypes, my place was a bust. Where do you want to go?
He went poop.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, we go to the market.
All right. As you guys roll up to the market stalls, you see all sorts of local farmers, craftsmen, traders selling their goods. You see a furniture salesman sitting there with like birdhouses, a couple chairs, a table. You see an apple vendor with these beautiful, humongous, bright red apples. And then you see one additional vendor who looks like they've got some sort of potion remedy alternative medicine stall in the market.
Obviously, I'm going to walk over and buy an apple.
That'll be 5 copper, please.
5 for 1.
5 for 1. 5 copper.
10 copper for a silver.
10 copper for a silver. Yeah.
All right, I give her a silver.
Here's a second apple.
I give her 1 silver. I get 2 apples. Yes, that's great.
Okay. So you each have these beautiful, gorgeous apples.
Me?
You guys eat them. I'm assuming Luke Dash gave you, but maybe he didn't. Luke Dash has 2 apples, and
yeah.
you're walking next to him.
Yeah. Hypes, you're back. Here's an apple. Gotcha.
I take a bite out of it like this jerky. I go, thank you, brother.
Nice.
Luke Dash, do you also take a bite with Hypes?
Yeah, we cheers it.
Hey, cheers your apples and take a bite. It is, both of you, the best apple you've ever eaten your entire life.
Oh
And for the rest of the day, you have advantage on your roll of your choice. It is so good. It has raised your spirits so much.
My God. Hypes, have you ever tasted something so well?
I stand there in pure bliss for about 10 seconds before responding. I'm like looking up, just like chewing still, just like, you know what I mean? Tasting the air. And then I go, we need to buy another apple. And I turn around and I go back to that stall.
Would you like another apple?
I go, yes, please. I'll take 2 more for me and my friend.
1 silver, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. And you 2 additional beautiful looking apples.
I don't eat mine. I tuck it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
what else is around?
Yeah, I tuck it away for now. But yeah,
There's
what else is around?
So there's there's a couple like local farmers stalls. There's some like crafty spots. You do see what looks like a woodworker with some like chairs and benches and a table out. The apple stall, and then there's one additional stall that does catch your eye, and it's got like these vials out, and it looks kind of like an alternative medicine sort of like crafty stall. Couple flowers, there's a mortar pestle, and then a couple of bottled things in front. All would you guys like to go to?
I'll let Luke Dash keep taking the lead.
What's that beaver eating over there?
Some Bucky's jerky, hot and spicy.
That beaver is eating a bunch of meat.
This guy's just
Shoving meat into that beaver.
This beaver gets down and dirty.
Oh man.
Beaver's got a big hole.
Jesus.
Michael.
This beaver's just going to town.
Was that a shopkeeper that just said that?
Surprised you just haven't transformed into a beaver for this episode.
I'm actually saving that one weekend. I already thought about that halfway through the session. I'm like, why am I not doing this? So that'll happen. Just at the right time.
All right. So I want to walk by the craftsman, the wood, whatever he is, the carpenter,
Mhm.
and see if he, what's he have out? trinkets?
He's got like a couple birdhouses out. There's like a chair, a table. It looks like he's got more stuff like in the back of his little like stall. Like he's got like a tented off area that you can't see behind his stall. But out front, it's furniture for houses, stuff like that.
I'd like, since this is a carpenter, I'd like to approach this gentleman, and I'd like to ask him: has he ever worked on quarterstaffs, or has he ever just put the beaver back on? But can
Let's get just right.
but yeah. Anyway, sorry, I just looked at myself in the camera. But has he ever worked on quarterstaffs, or does he have any quarterstaffs? And then, if I could see them, and then in my head, what I want to do is inspect them for any like nature or Druidic things. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you walk up to him, and the old man sitting there whittling a stick looks up at you and says, "Hello." Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hi. Do you have any quarterstaffs or
Got staffs for a quarter. It's chuckling.
I literally chuckle as like a beaver. I'm like,
I mean, I have some walking sticks that you might be interested in.
yeah, sure. I'd like to inspect those. And what's behind the tent? Is there anything for sale behind there?
Yes, that's my surplus supplies and stock. I like to whittle, but not everybody is buying whittled sticks.
What do you mean by whittled sticks?
You see in his hand, he's got like this giant like Bowie knife and this tiny like foot long stick that he's whittling. And I mean, he's sitting there whittling while you're talking to him, but it also looks like he has Parkinson's. So he's like Michael J. Foxing all over this, and it looks like shit right now. But he's like, yeah, let me. He sets the stick down and the knife down. He gets up. He said, let me go in the thing and go see what I can find. He steps back into opens and closes behind him. You hear some rummaging. You hear some things falling and hitting the cobblestone. Some wood falling and hitting the cobblestone. And he comes back with one like walking stick, what he considers a walking stick, and he's using it kind of like as a cane. He comes out, he's like, This is what I did last week. Sets it down, grabs his stuff, starts whittling again as he's talking to you. It took me like I don't know, a couple days to do. It was really inspired. We had some really ominous omens, and I just decided to whittle this one here. And you look, and it is this bird on top with its wings spread out on top of this orb. And as it comes down, it's this beautifully crafted, like fire, ice, and like kind of like the elements coming down the shaft of this walking stick. And then at the bottom, where you would expect just it to come to a point or a blunt end, it actually has been whittled into like some sea creatures at the bottom, where like you can see a fish, and like a frog and an octopus kind of coming up from the bottom, kind of like a and then in the middle is like almost like a forest scene. So it's like this beautiful, intricate sky, earth, and water mixture of all the elements thrown together in this beautiful, gorgeous staff that he said he whittled last week as he's sitting there with his Parkinson's bouncing around on this current stick that he's whittling that is just basically being hacked apart.
I go, sir, this is miraculous work. Can I also inspect it for anything like of like spiritual power?
Okay,
And
are you
nature or-
casting inspect or are you just making an observation about it?
I'm making an observation about it for just I don't think I have an inspect, do I?
You don't have identify. You don't have identified prepared.
I
Have it, but it's
only
not
have
prepared.
I have dispel magic and I have locate object, but it has to be familiar to me. So I guess in theory, could since I'm like
No.
okay,
No.
sad beaver.
Um,
This beaver ain't. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, so you are looking at it to see if you can readily see any like arcane properties in it. Is that kind of what you're looking for? Any magical
Yeah,
properties?
I guess so. Not is because that's the same as like druid power, right? Like nature, or is that like a different thing? Because I keep thinking it is, but I don't know if it is.
They are both ways for you to tap in and harness the magical energy. They are different forms and schools of magic, but they are both.
But since
ways.
I'm more in tuned with that, would that be nature, or is that are you saying that it's still technically arcana?
No, it's magic. It's not nature. Nature is
Nope,
like
you're good. That makes
birds,
sense. Yep.
trees,
No.
right? You're
Nope.
trying to identify if it's a magical, if it's got any magical properties without identifying it.
I've just been doing that a lot throughout this whole thing. So like I just wanted to kind of like
Yeah,
get that.
if you're looking for something magical, it's arcane. If
Okay.
you're trying to like figure out what kind of plant this is, or if it's poisonous, nature, right?
Yep. Nope, that makes sense.
Um,
So yeah. Can I roll for arcana then?
Yeah, roll for Arcana to see if there is anything that you
Nope,
can
don't worry
discern.
about it. Natural one.
Looks like a stick.
Yep.
Looks like a beautifully intricate stick.
And we'll end there.
I chime in. Hey, that's a pretty neat stick. How much do you want for it?
Oh, I don't want to charge too much. 3 silver, I guess.
Is it a quarterstaff or is it a staff?
He called it a walking stick
A walking stick.
because he's an old man.
So like quarterstaff. Because it's quarter of the staff. And it's a walking stick.
Hey, Hypes, do you like that stick?
I like that stick, brother.
Yeah, I got all this gold I don't know what to do with, so
How
I
much
toss
is
him
it?
gold.
Oh, nice.
You toss him a gold.
1 gold, and I mean I expect change, but if he's got it, if
I don't have 7 silver on me. H.
how much do you got, sir?
Let me go check. He goes behind his like little stall and grabs this basically coffee can, right? And sets it down. He starts pulling out one by one the
Copper.
coins inside. And after about
You know what? What else do you got? What else can I get for 7 silver?
5 that what do you want a chair? Do you want a chair?
It's- No.
Um let's see, I can
Wait, can you whittle me something?
I sure
Whittle me this.
I'll finish whittling this stick if you
I
want.
like that stick. No, you know what? We're good. I don't have time for this. I toss him the gold. I take the stick.
The half done stick or the full the staff?
The staff that I'm calling a stick for Hypes.
Okay. You can look in your inventory here in a second.
I hand it to Hypes.
Okay, I will put it in Hype's inventory when it. So Hypes, you have a staff now. You'll have to put it into your inventory. It's this beautiful, gorgeous staff. And you hand him just the gold and turn around and dip.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. As you hand him the gold, you see him like start trying to count out feverishly all of the coins he has to try and give you change. And like in a panic, like he's not going to be able to get you your change. And he sees you turn around and start walking away. He's like, sir, hold on, sir, your change. I have to give you your change, sir. And he's just, like stacking coins and trying to count it. Do you just keep walking away from him?
I mean, I'll turn around and look, I guess.
Hold on, sir. Let me. He like visibly panicking now. Like think of like your grandpa panicking when like he's trying to find something and he's trying to hurry up because he sees that he's inconveniencing you. That's what he's doing right now. Like trying to stack all of these coins from his little coffee tin to try and come up with 7 silver for you.
You're okay. You're okay. You can have it. I leave.
The gold piece? I can have the gold piece?
Yep.
You see him grab his chest and collapse, falling over.
Son of a Hypes, can you do something about this?
I mean, maybe it was his time. He'll be all right.
So you guys just walk away.
I mean, I didn't see it.
Jesus. All right. I'm gonna spend time to go revive this guy for a moment.
Okay, make a medicine check to perform CPR on this like 90-year-old dude.
God.
Jesus. I killed him with kindness. I killed him with money. Medicine. Oh, he's definitely dead. That one.
Oh no. Oh
I might have killed
no.
myself.
You're sitting there giving him CPR. And you instinctively are like, oh no, I have to help him. You start giving him CPR. You forget to yell to someone else to help him. As you're doing it, you know you're supposed to hear like ribs cracking when you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
And you hear some ribs cracking. You're like, okay, this is working. I'm doing it. And you think that it's helping. And after about 3 minutes, you stop because it's not getting any better. And you pull your hands away and you just. He is.
Well, it was his time. You were right, Hypes.
Called it. Nature wins again.
I take my 1 gold back. I'm gonna add that in my inventory.
And what, do you guys just calmly walk away inconspicuously?
I mean,
I guess we'll go. Let's like. Is there like a guard around or something like that?
I mean, there's like people around, but he collapsed behind his stall, so like they couldn't see.
I'm gonna, because he's doing the CPR, I go up to the next stall and I go, "Do you know this man?"
Is this? You go up to the apple lady.
Okay.
And she's sitting there. And she's like, "Yeah, that's Old Man Winter or Old Man Fergus."
We gave him.
Wait! Hold on. I had advantage because of that apple because
you can use the advantage from the apple. I will let you do it because you forgot about it.
This is the medicine check again?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can not kill this guy. No, I got a 3. He's dead.
So back to what I was saying.
It was his time.
I go to that lady and I say, He just collapsed after we gave him some money, and he's not waking up.
Old Man Fergus, Fergus, are you okay? She gets up and she sees Luke Dash giving CPR, and Luke Dash back away, and she's like, "Oh no!" And she starts calling to all the other shopkeepers to come over and see. And then she turns around as a couple of them have gathered before you guys have quite walked away. And she turns and looks at you and she says, "You killed him!" And that's where we're going to stop.
Uh-oh.
Oh crap.
My bad, guys.